Test 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Rutgers University Wind Ensemble under the direction of Dr. Craig A. Williams, conductor, and Dana Mandel, assistant conductor.
I just want to say thank you so much to my family for your constant love and support throughout these 4 years at Rutgers. I would not be where I am today without your help. Thank you so much. To my friends, especially the ones that I met after COVID, you've managed to change my life in such a short amount of time, and I love you guys so much. And finally, I want to give a shout out to Rutgers Club Field Hockey, the best club at Rutgers University. You guys have become my family here, and don't think you're going to get rid of me that easily because I'm sticking around. This is MAT 372 signing off.
I would like to say thank you to my lovely mom and Baba and my adorable little sister who's really not so adorable anymore. But I would like to finish this off with a favorite quote from my favorite movie. And it's something that my parents honestly taught me. You must always have faith in people. You must always have faith in yourself. Congratulations, class of 2023. We did it!
I want to say thank you to my parents, my brothers, as well as my boyfriend, and all my family in Venezuela. Muchas gracias. Los quiero.
I would like to thank my parents, aunts, and grandparents for encouraging and supporting me. I'd also like to thank my friends for being there for me and for all the unforgettable memories. A special shout out to Simon Begdir. Congratulations, class of 2023. We did it. Go all you.
I want to say a big thank you to my mom, dad, and brother Harshal who have supported me on my academic journey my 4 years at Rutgers. You guys have always been in my corner whenever I've needed you, and I love you so much. To all of my friends that I've made on campus since my very first day at Rutgers, they say it takes 7 years of friendship before you're friends for life, but I think that 4 years, 3 summers, 2 semesters online, and 1 engineering degree is good enough. Congratulations, class of 2023.
I would just like to thank my family for supporting me through these 4 years of school. And the thing I'll miss most about Rutgers is living with my best friends. We did it, guys.
I want to give a shout out to my parents. Thank you. Los quiero mucho.
I want to give a shout out to my mom. Trust me, I really could not have graduated college without her. She's my biggest inspiration.
And we want to say thanks to our friends on Somerset Street, who we love very much.
Yeah, we wouldn't have nearly as many great college memories without you guys, so we made it.
I would like to thank my friends and family for helping and supporting me along the way as I pursued my college education. You guys are the inspiration and my motivation that got me here today.
And I would like to thank my mom, my dad, all my family, Nolan, Grady, and Avery, and all the girls in Phi Mia that have helped me along this journey.
Happy Mother's Day!
I want to give a shout out to my mom, my dad, and my brother, as well as my hometown friends and my college friends for your support these past 4 years. I couldn't have done it without you all.
This shout out is for my beautiful mom, my amazing sisters, my light on earth, and everyone who has supported me these past 4 years. Thank you for allowing me to grow and to just challenge myself in everything that I do. I love all of you so much. Mami, esto es para ti, te quiero.
I want to say thank you to my sisters, my brother, and my parents for always supporting me and pushing me to be the best version of myself. I also want to give praise to God for allowing me to wake up every morning and giving me the ability to pursue my dreams. Thank you.
What's up, everybody? I'm Brian Diaz. I'm from the Bronx. I moved over to Jacksonville, Florida, and now currently my family's living in Paterson, New Jersey. If I can do it, anybody can. And shout out to them boys of Linda Theta Phi, my brother Saladai.
It's truly an honor to receive such recognition on this special day. Firstly, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I wanted to thank my parents, my mom and dad, my family, professors, faculty, advisors, and friends for the support throughout my academic journey. Thank you everyone. Love you all.
Hey guys, I just want to thank my mom and my dad for always supporting all the decisions that I've made. I want to thank my little brother, Jimmy, for always making me laugh when I'm on the phone with him. And I want to thank my grandmas, my aunts, and my uncles for helping me build a community of support out here in Jersey. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you.
I want to thank my parents and my grandparents, sisters, Andrew for coming out today and for getting me through these 4 years. It was a little bit unconventional, but we did it.
F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anytime, anywhere at all, down here in the deep blue sea.
Congratulations, class of 2023. I want to thank my parents, my mom, my dad, my brother, my friends, as well as For Northeast, and the many communities that supported me, as well as my professors and faculty and staff. Thank you.
Hello, I just want to give a special thanks and shout out to my family, my dad, my mom, my sister, and my grandparents for their dedication, their love, and their support throughout my academic career. I also want to give a special thanks to God and all glory to Him for all this. Thank you.
Hi, I just want to thank my friends, family, and everyone else that has supported me during these last 4 years of me being at Rutgers. I want to give a special shout out to my mom who has supported me during this time. I wish you a happy Mother's Day and I love you lots.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Thank you for the love and support. I couldn't have done it without you. I love you.
Oh, Dr. Cognac, I just wanted to say thank you for all that you did, and we did it together. Thank you for your help, and I want to thank my husband, Pierre, my daughter, Grace, and my son, Joshua. Thank you for all your support and help.
Shout out to our families for supporting us and grounding us throughout these crazy 4 years.
And shout out to Rutgers for giving us the best of friends.
Happy Mother's Day!
All throughout my childhood, I've been told that college would be the best years of my life. I believed it, and now I've lived it. I would like to thank everyone that's been in my life so far for making me the person I am today. A special shout out to my parents for pushing me and, well, making me who I am. And to my brother, there's just too much to say. And to all other graduating people today, congratulations and best of luck.
Hi, shout out to my family, my mom, my dad. Thank you all for supporting me. And I also want to shout out Rutgers for everything that they've done to me. And lastly, for the Philippines, I'm finally graduated as an engineer. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I want to give a shout out to Rutgers University, offering me 4 years of unforgettable and precious academic experience. I also want to give a shout out to my family, supporting me study abroad. And thank you everyone. And these 4 years are amazing. Thank you.
Hi everybody, we did it, class of 2023. I want to thank my family and my friends for all this opportunity that I've been going through the journey in engineering. I'm just grateful for all the opportunities. I just can't wait to see the future that holds us.
Hi, I want to give a shout out to my family and all my Palestinian brothers and sisters out there. We're finally graduating, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mom, Dad, and my brother Rachid for always helping me and supporting me through my time here at RBS. I would like to thank my friends for creating the most loving and fun memories here throughout Rutgers. And lastly, I would like to thank the organizations I was part of. Here, I was president of the Rutgers Real Estate Club and vice president of finance for the Supply Chain Association. So yeah, thank you so much, and go Scarlet Knights.
I'd like to give a big shout out to all the people who have supported me in the past, helped me get to where I am today. I'd like to give a big shout out to my family, all my family that lives in America and all the family that lives back home in Yugoslavia. I'd like to give a shout out to my mom, my dad, my brother, my cousins, and everyone who's always been there for me. I'd like to give a big shout out to my friends, all the ones that live in Rochelle Park, all the ones that live in Hackensack, all the ones that I went to middle school and high school with and college with, everyone who's actually helped me get to where I am today and supported me. And I'd like to continue to have your support and support you guys for my future and your future as a whole.
I want to thank my mom, my dad, my brother, and 2 sisters for helping me get here to commencement today. I would not be here without your support and your love. Thank you for helping me all these years on my college journey. You mean so much to me, and I love you so, so much.
Hi, I would like to thank my wonderful professors at Rutgers, my family, my friends, my Bush Consulting team members, my English tutor, and my music teacher for helping me accomplish wonderful things at Rutgers.
Congrats, class of 2023.
It's been 4 long years, and we made it. We made it through accounting somehow. I want to thank my family, especially my mom and my brother. I wish my dad was here to see all this, all my friends, and it's been a long time, and I'm excited for the next chapter.
I also want to thank the entire accounting department and the students. I would not have made it through if I did not have my friends. Thank you so much for my family for supporting me. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Thank you to my sister, my brother. I don't know where I would be without you guys. Once again, congrats, class of 2023. Enjoy your time after this.
We did it.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for all of your support throughout my time at Rutgers these last 4 years. And happy Mother's Day, Mom. Thank you for sharing your day with me.
Muchas gracias, papá. Te quiero mucho. Gracias por todo. I want to thank my family and friends. I love you, Justin. I love you, Lisa, John, Brian, Daniela, Dana. I love you guys so much. Tia, te quiero mucho.
Hi, I would like to thank my parents and my siblings for being there throughout this crazy journey. And I would also like to thank those I've lost along the way who have kept me going. My hedgehogs, Poppy, Sage, Clementine, and Nutmeg, and my 2 dogs, Bentley and Snickers, who unfortunately passed away but kept me going.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Thank you so much for supporting me and being the best parents ever to get me through college. I appreciate all that you've done, and I'm so excited to move on to the next chapter. And thanks to all my family, too, for supporting me along the way.
Mom and Dad, thank you so much for your continuous support. I'm so grateful to have you in my life and for everything that you have done for me thus far. I hope to continue to support you in everything that you do as much as you have to me. Thank you, and happy Mother's Day, Mom. Love you.
I want to say a big thank you to my parents, my brothers, Grandy, aunt, uncles, and cousins as they helped to fill me with the confidence to get me where I am today. I'd also like to give a big thanks to the School of Environmental and Biological Sciences faculty members as they helped me whenever I was struggling to fulfill the requirements to reach my degree. And last of all, a big thanks and shout out to the class of 2023. We did it! Yay!
Thank you so much for the support from the McClendon family and the Douglas family. I want to give a special shout out to my mom. I love you so much, and I hope that this is the best Mother's Day gift that you can have.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Thank you for everything you've done for me, and I could not have gone through this journey without your love and support. And shout out to my best friend, Muffin. I love you so much.
Thank you so much to my family for supporting me throughout this, and good luck to my brother on the next 4 years here at Rutgers.
I just want to shout out my mom, my pops, my brothers, all my family, all my friends. Thank you for being there for me, and thank you for pushing me through this difficult journey. I love y'all.
Attention all graduating students and faculty members. The academic procession will begin at 10 a.m. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please welcome the Rutgers University Wind Ensemble, conducted by Dr. Craig A. Williams and assistant conductor Dana Mandel.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Thank you for supporting me through all these years. I know it's been a long time, but we finally did it. Mom, happy Mother's Day. I love you guys so much.
Hey, class of 2023. I'd like to thank my mom, dad, brother, boyfriend, and the MSK, Marching Scarlet Knights, for all of their support over the past 4 years. Thank you.
Hi, I'd like to thank my mother, my sister, and my girlfriend for being the greatest support system I could have ever asked for in college. And I'd also like to thank Dr. Julia Lauren Baumanis and Dr. Todd Nichols for their instrumental leadership in my career in the marching band.
Hi everyone. I'm finally graduating after 6 years. I came here when I was 18 from India, and I finally did it after 6 years. Thank you to my parents. Thank you to my sister for everything. Thank you to all the friends who I made along this journey. I love it. I'm graduating. And I just want to say one thing to people. If you failed so many times in life, do not give up. Just keep believing in yourself. You can do it. After 6 years, I graduated, and you can do it too. Keep going.
Hey everyone, the past 4 years have been absolutely incredible. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for supporting me on this journey. Thank you to my brother and my grandma for always being there. And thank you everyone who took this journey with me. Congratulations.
You know, after I got academic probation, I didn't think I'd bounce back, but thanks to my amazing friends and my sweet girlfriend, here I am today. So thank you, love you, and hope to see you all when you guys graduate as well.
Hey everybody, these past 5 years at Rutgers have been some of the best times of my life, and even when I leave Rutgers, I'll always remember the time that I spent here and the friends I made along the way. And thank you to everybody who stood by me and helped guide me on this journey, and I'll never forget all of this. Thank you.
Hi everybody, congratulations to everyone graduating. Big thank you to my parents and my sisters and Chester and the whole WRSU team and Cabaret Theater team. Thank you for making my college experience so great, and I'm so happy to be graduating. We did it, woo!
Hi. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I just want to say thank you, and I love you, Mom and Dad, and Tita Den, and Tita 8, and Mama Bet, and Mama Paz, and Nanay Tetet, and Grandpa Ding, and Uncle Anthony, and Tita Menchu, and Caleb, and Faith, and Aaliyah, and Mikel, and Uncle Anthony, I think I said him, and Tita Den, and East Point, and thank you, Mom and Dad. I love you so much, and I love all the love of the family. To everyone else I didn't mention, I'm very happy to be graduating, and I hope I made y'all proud.
Hi family, I did it.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Thank you for the love and support. I made it.
Hi family, love you guys. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
37 and 61 forever. Woo!
Shout out to my friends, family, and pets. Love you all. Thank you.
Shout out to our families.
Mama and Baba, I love you.
I love you, Mom and Dad.
Go Rutgers!
Class of 2023, let's
we made
go! It's a parade inside my city, yeah!
We want to thank the physics community on campus for their support and mentorship throughout the years.
Guys, we're graduating. What a crazy feeling. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Woo!
At first, I want to say thank you to Rutgers University, which gave me a lot of help for my school and my life experience here as an international student. And also, I want to thank my mom and my friends around me. I want to say thank you so much for the 4-year experience for college, and willing to hope you'll see you in the future.
I just want to say thank you to my parents, my brother, my sister. I couldn't have done these last 4 years without you all.
Hi everybody, my name is Ariana.
Hi, my name is Thomas.
And we just wanted to shout out the Asian community for getting us so far in our college career and making so many amazing memories for us.
As a member of Rutgers SASA and a member of the larger Asian community, you guys have proven to be a vital pillar of support and have helped me create and enjoy so many new and vital experiences here at Rutgers University.
Shout out RCC, thank you.
And shout out my other organizations as well, the ASC, the AACC, Asian American Cultural Center, Rutgers SASA, my org, CSO, HKSA, JSA, RCC, as Ari said, KSA, RAPS, JSA, everything of that jazz.
Yeah.
I might have repeated myself, but yeah, let's go Rutgers.
I want to thank my mom and my family for getting me through it, and thank you for every professor who gave me an SPN.
We wanted to thank our family and friends for getting us this far, and
we did it!
Hello. First and foremost, I'd love to thank God. I want to thank my parents, my sister, my grandma, all of my friends and family for their support. And most of all, I'd like to thank myself for getting me through this really tough journey, but it was so worth it.
I just want to say thank you to my mom and my dad. They came to this country with absolutely nothing just so I could be here today in front of you, and I love them so much. I've never been more grateful for anything in my life. I wouldn't be here without them.
I want to say a special thank you to my family, my friends, and my hermanas for being my biggest support system and getting me to this day. Thank you.
I'd like to give a shout out to my friends and family, my amazing mother, my dad, my sister Sophia, my brother Greg, and most importantly, my great dog Cooper. And thank you all for supporting me on this journey as I graduate.
I would love to give everyone a shout out for where I am today. Couldn't have done it without my mom and dad, people I'm always talking to about the struggles of being in college. Also my grandma and grandpa who have supported me every step in every achievement I've ever had, and every teacher who has brought me along the way.
Ciao, Momka.
Ciao, Otsko.
Thank you for everything you guys have done for us.
We love you guys.
I want to thank my friends and family for supporting me throughout everything, and I also want to give a special shout out to Rushal, Vishal, Binal, and Deepal for being the best siblings ever, and of course, can't forget my friends for making my college experience the most memorable experience ever. Go Class of 2023!
Shout out to my family, both in New Jersey and California, for always standing by me, always believing me in everything that I've done and I'm continuing to do. Thank you so much for always being by my side, cheering me on, and I couldn't have done this without you. Mom, Dad, Braden, and Dean, you guys are my world, and truly would not be where I am without all your help and all your support and love along the way. To my amazing girlfriend, Jocelyn, thank you for always supporting me in everything that I do, whether it's with school or with baseball, getting up at insanely early hours to come watch me play, whether it's rain or shine. To my roommates, Mike, Ryan, and Tom, and all my other friends I've made here at Rutgers, thank you for the amazing memories. You've truly made this place what it's been for me. You've helped make it home, and you've given me so many memories to smile back on. And to my boys at Rutgers Club Baseball, just want to give you guys a huge shout out. Thank you for being my family here at Rutgers and for truly making Rutgers home. I have so many memories to cherish and smile back on, and there's no one else I'd rather take the diamond with. It's Glaber Day.
Happy Mother's Day, and thanks everybody.
Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you for a great life. Thank you so much to my friends who helped me get here. Thank you so much to my boyfriend and his family for the support. And well, happy Mother's Day. Happy birthday, Mommy. Te quiero.
Hi, I want to give a shout out to my parents, to Ghana, and to God for seeing me through, and shout out to Mason Gross, School of Design.
I want to thank my family, my parents, my sisters, especially my mom. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much, Mom, for everything that you've done for me. I really cannot thank you enough. I love you so much. I want to thank Joe, Letty, Celeste for pushing me through these years. And especially I want to thank Cook Rec. Go Cook Rec!
I want to give a shout out to my parents, the Minority Engineering Educational Task, and EOF for Engineering.
Hi everyone, friends, and all my family here and back home. Today is a momentous day. My dream to study in an American university is finally fulfilled after 30 years. And it means a lot to me. I'm grateful to God, my husband, and my 2 boys. I'm graduating with a degree of Master in Communication and Media from the School of Communication and Information at Rutgers University, New Brunswick. I have a lot of people to thank for my success and achievement. But first, I will dedicate my degree to my son Ashwin, my very good friend and neighbor Revan, and my parents. Thanks for keeping on checking on me and being there every step of the way and encouraging me to keep on going. To all my extended and my immediate family and friends, thank you for believing in me and for your continued love and support. I would like to thank each and every one at Rutgers and at Sky, the staff, the career services, my classmates, and my professors for taking me to the finish line. I couldn't have done this without you. A special shout out to Dr. Dool for continuing to guide me tirelessly, Professor Langway, Professor Mark Wolf, Dr. Hauser, Professor Bennett, and Afshin Shamsi, under whom I completed my internship. You prepared me well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Class of 2023, I cannot wait to celebrate with you. It has been a challenging but fulfilling 2.5 years, but we did it.
I'd like to thank my mom, dad, sister, and friends for helping me to get to this point in my career. Looking forward for the future.
I just want to shout out Rutgers Biomedical Engineering and the lovely ladies of Phi Sigma Rho.
I want to shout out Department of Kinesiology and Health and my friends and family.
And shout out North Jersey!
Hey everyone, I just quickly want to thank my parents, my husband, and my dear friends and relatives who really supported me through this journey here at Rutgers. And I look forward to the next step in my life.
I have to thank my parents, my sister, and my boyfriend. They have been very supportive throughout my journey here. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you to my parents and my brother Kridja. I couldn't have done this without you and all of your everlasting guidance and support and all of your love. So thank you. Thank you to God, and thank you to Rutgers, and thank you to Douglas. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Shout out my parents, shout out my friends. I want to say thank you for all the great support and love that you've given me throughout the entire 4 years at Rutgers. Shout out class 2023.
Thank you to my Aunt Nancy, Uncle Ray, and Grandma for coming from Texas to watch me graduate. Thank you to my sisters, Catherine and Erica, for being my best friends and my support system. Thank you to Harley for being my ray of sunshine. And lastly, thank you to my parents for giving me all the love and guidance that I needed over the past 21 years. I love you all. And congratulations to the class of 2023.
I'd like to thank my friends and my family, Max, Katie, Armando, Lisa, my parents, especially my mom. I would not be standing here today without this love and support of all of you guys. Thank you so much.
I'd like to thank my mom, Genevieve, my dad, Assam, my sister, Nurhan, and my brother, Muhammad. Thank you guys so much for always supporting me, providing me with advice, guidance, a big warm hug when I need it, and Pokemon cards too. I know this year hasn't been easy for me, but your presence in my life has made it all the better. Thank you guys so much for always being there for me and also for always pushing me forward. I love you guys so much. Alhamdulillah for everything.
Shout out Usman Ashraf, the smartest man at Rutgers.
The academic procession will begin at 10 a.m. To access the online commencement program, scan the QR code shown on the video board. Again, welcome the Rutgers University Wind Ensemble, performing under the direction of conductor Dr. Craig A. Williams and assistant conductor Dana Mandel. Ladies and gentlemen, the academic procession will begin at 10 a.m. To access the online commencement program, scan the QR code shown on the video board. And once again, welcome the Rutgers University Wind Ensemble, performing under the direction of conductor Dr. Craig A. Williams and assistant conductor Dana Mandel.
I would like to thank you, Rutgers University and School of Engineering and my department, Electrical and Computer Engineering department. And I also would like to thank you, RU Global and RU PD for provide me on-campus job. And I would like to thank you, all my classmates and my parents for giving me a very meaningful 4 years in my undergraduate journey. Thank you.
I want to say thank you to my parents, my professors, the PRCC, and especially my e-board Wizzo. Love you.
Thank you so much, Mommy Papi, for supporting me throughout my whole college years. I'm really grateful, and we did it. Los hacimos.
I just wanted to say thank you to my amazing family for all the love and support, and happy Mother's Day to my beautiful mom. Love you guys.
Thank you to my family for your continuous support, and happy Mother's Day. I love you so much.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to thank my family, my friends, and my professors for making my experience at Rutgers so special. Thank you.
Hi Mama, hi Baba. I just wanted to shout you guys out and say thank you for supporting me and pushing me through all my life and through college. And I'd like to thank you, my siblings, my brother and sister, Muhammad and Dunya, and one of the most important people in my life as well, David. I love you all so much. Thank you for all the support.
Alhamdulillah, thank you Almighty. Shout out to my family, my parents, my friends, my professors, and everyone else who helped me around this journey. Thank you very much.
Shout out to my friends and family for supporting me throughout my years at Rutgers. Shout out to my boyfriend and his amazing family for providing love and support. And I just wanted to thank you, Rutgers, for connecting me with some of the most incredible people in my life.
Congrats, class of 2023. We've been through a lot these past 4 years with the pandemic and virtual learning, but we made it out and we came out stronger than ever, and we're gonna kick butt in the real world.
I want to give a huge shout out to all my family, my friends, my mentors for these past 4 years. It's been an unforgettable experience, and I couldn't have imagined my Rutgers journeys without them.
Yeah, we also want to shout out Sky, the School of Communication Information, for giving us the best education, and in particular, Professor Beal, Bessie Beal, for giving us all his knowledge and wisdom throughout these past 4 years.
On to the next adventure.
Yay!
Hi, Mom and Dad. I just want to say thank you for supporting me all these years. And I know I don't say it enough, but I really appreciate the help and sacrifices that you've made for me. I also want to thank my professors for all the knowledge and opportunities that they gave to me. Thanks for making my time at Rutgers special, especially to Neil Bennett. I will definitely keep in touch with everyone here.
Congratulations, class of 2023. I want to thank my mom and my dad. They've been really great, and my sister and her newborn baby, James. Yeah, congratulations to the class once again.
Congratulations, class of 2023, for making it this far. I want to give a special appreciation shout out to my mom, my dad, and my sister for supporting me along this way, and my friends as well. And I can't wait for what's to come in the future.
Congratulations, class of 2023. I would like to give a special shout out to my mom, to my dad, to my brothers Cordell and Victor, and to my Abundant Life and A-Life family. Thank you so much for your sacrifice. I appreciate it.
Hello, everyone. I want to give a special shout out to my parents, my mom, my sister, my dad, my entire family, and of course to the Alpha Familia, which is the reason why I am here today. Thank you again also to SED, Sociedad Estudiantil Dominicana. I am grateful to have been a part of this amazing journey here at Rutgers University, and congratulations to all the other graduates.
I want to give a special shout out to my family for supporting me the entire way here at Rutgers. I want to shout out to all my first generation students. Shout out to EOF, to my beautiful chapter, the Taino chapter of Lambda Sigma Alpha Team Fraternity Incorporated. Shout out to everybody who supported me along this way, this beautiful journey here at Rutgers. Shout out to the CLAC, and all this beautiful community that, you know, is very near and dear to my heart.
Special shout out to my family, especialmente los que están allá en la República Dominicana. Lo amamos mucho. A mi hermano, que descanse en paz. Special shout out to EOF, to my beautiful chapter, the Taino chapter of Lambda Sigma Alpha Latino Fraternity Incorporated. It's been a blast, it's been an amazing 4 years, and I can't wait for what's next.
I wanted to first thank God for this accomplishment, and then also thank my mom, my dad, my grandparents, Niusi, Maria Elena, Eduardo, and also my brother and sister, Leonardo and Valeria, and my uncle and aunt, Karini and Leandro, for all their help throughout this long journey. And I just wanted to say, eu amo vocês todos.
I'll say thank you to my parents, to Amma, Appa, and Akshay for all your encouragement and support, as well as my friends, and congratulations to the class of 2023 for graduating. We've been through it all.
Thank you, Papa, Mama, Samran, Kunza, and all my other family and friends for all of your love and support throughout these past 4 years.
Okay, first thing first, I want to shout out to my parents, mom and dad. Thank you for sending me to college. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to study abroad and being here. And I want to thank to all the friends I met throughout these 4 years. I have too many names in my head, and thank you for the great memories, touching moments. And a shout out to Jason, my brother since day one. Shout out to my roommate Jimmy. Shout out to Xuwen. And I want to also shout out to all the professors. Thank you for the hard work. And big shout out to Lisa, the best advisor in the world. And also shout out to my best meal manager, Fahana. So thank you. 谢谢.
Thank you to my friends and family for supporting me through the 4 years of Rutgers.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for supporting me throughout my college career.
Thank you to my mom, dad, and brother for all their support these past 4 years.
I'd like to thank my parents, Ivan Madrid y Fabiola Correa, and my brother for all their support, Christian Madrid. And I'd like to thank all my friends and all the faculty here at Rutgers who have helped me graduate. My 4 years here have been absolutely incredible, and I will deeply miss this place.
Just like to give a special shout out to my husband John for helping put me through college, for the whole transfer process and encouraging me to do well here and graduate with my bachelor's degree.
Growing up, I valued my education above everything else. I've always had such a deep passion in learning that my parents instilled in me from a very young age. Today is the culmination of my 7-year journey, and I sincerely want to thank my parents, April and Kevin, for everything that they've done for me. I would not be here today without you. Thank you so much, and I love you.
Hi, Mom and Dad. This is for you. Thank you for supporting me and always being there for me, even though you witnessed me go through it during the COVID pandemic. I love you guys, and I also want to thank my professors who have always mentored me and been there for me, and yeah.
I'd like to shout out my friends and family for always being there for me and being my inspiration throughout this journey.
I want to thank my mom for her continuous support by being there for me every step of the way and pushing me to do my best, even at times I felt like giving up, thinking it wasn't possible. I'm also grateful for the negativity and obstacles that came my way because I wouldn't be here without them.
Shout out to all of my family and my friends that have supported me throughout my whole journey here. It's been a great 4 years at Rutgers, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for me.
Hi, Mommy, Daddy, and Zoe. Thank you so much for helping me throughout these past 4 years, and we did it. Thank you so much. I love you.
Hi, thieves! I wanted to thank first and foremost my Lord, Allah, for giving me so much blessings throughout my life and allowing me to be here. And second, my parents for always there with me, for being there with me and pushing me when I needed a small push and just supporting me. And then my family, my cats, and my community and friends. Peace out.
Let's go! I want to thank my family for supporting me, my parents, my siblings, and I want to thank all my professors for getting me this far. Appreciate it.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much to everybody who supported me through this college journey. It was definitely not easy, but it wasn't impossible. Thank you to my brother, my sister, my mom, and my dad. I appreciate you guys so much. And if I could do it, I believe that anybody could do it. Nothing is impossible. Keep going and work hard. Finally, we made it. I want to start off by saying thank you, Mommy, for all of your support, for giving everything for me to get here. And I want to say thank you to all my friends, my professors, and to the Dream.us.
On this special graduation day, I want to take a moment to thank most important people in my life. Firstly, thank you, Mom and Dad, for always supporting me. I couldn't have made it to this moment without your support. And next, I want to thank my sister and brother-in-law who has always been there for me and always being a rock to support me with every obstacle. And thank you all my dear friends for making this journey beautiful. And I want to thank and also I want to say Happy Mother's Day to every woman out there, and especially my dear mom. I love you all. Thank you.
I'd like to thank Almighty God for making this journey a successful one. And I'd like to thank my parents for being so wonderful and sacrificing so much for me. I owe them the world and more because I couldn't thank them enough for everything they've done for me and my siblings. I'd also like to thank my amazing husband for being so supportive of me throughout this journey. I hope I'll continue to make you proud. I'd like to thank all of my professors here at Rutgers, as well as my PI, Dr. Barbe, and everyone in the lab. I'd also like to thank my family in Nigeria, Big Mommy, Grandpa, Grandma, all of my aunties and uncles, as well as my cousins. I also like to thank my secondary school teachers in Nigeria, Ms. Sonora, Mr. Bright, Ms. Awoyale, Ms. Oyemi, Ms. Abigail, and everyone. Thank you so much for believing in me. I couldn't have done this without you, and I'm so grateful for every help that I've received throughout this journey. Thank you.
Hi, I'd like to shout out the magnolia trees on Voorhees Mall that first made me think I would be able to find my home at Rutgers. I'd like to thank Amanda, Sukanya, Perry, and Rachel, who really made me feel at home at Rutgers. And I would also love to thank my family who is here today. They brought me so far, and my grandma who came all the way from China to see me graduate. 奶奶，欢迎来到美国，我毕业了。Thank you.
First of all, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for putting me in the position I'm in today. I want to thank my family for all their support, especially my mother, my father, and my brother Edison looking down from above. I hope I made you guys proud. This is for you guys.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you so much for loving me and supporting me through my college. I'm really grateful for you to have given me this opportunity. Love, your son.
I want to give a big shout out to my family and the faculty here at Rutgers, helping me get my English degree and helping me transfer into this school. Shout out to my mom, my dad, and my sister for supporting me throughout the way. And shout out to the GSE, which I'll be graduating from next year.
Shout out to my mom. Thank you for helping me on this journey. I really appreciate you and love you. Shout out to my family for always being my support system. And shout out to all the first generations. We can make it and we will make it. And yeah.
I'd like to thank my family and friends who have helped support me on my journey. Shout out to all the Hadleys, Browns, Williams, and Forans for supporting me and caring for me throughout this time. I love you all. Thank you so much.
To access the online commencement program, scan the QR code on the video board. Ladies and gentlemen, as a courtesy to other guests, seats cannot be held after 9:45 a.m. Commencement guests, we have a few announcements before the ceremony begins. Please silence all noise-making and electronic devices. The stadium is a smoke-free facility, and we appreciate no smoking. Please do not enter the field. Only graduates and faculty members are permitted onto the field surface. Please put litter in its place. Rutgers University appreciates your help in keeping the stadium a safe and clean environment. The Rutgers Cannon will fire in celebration of our graduates at the end of the ceremony. This sound may be startling. Please be prepared. In the event of extreme weather or lightning, a stadium evacuation will be mandatory. Follow the instructions of the event staff.
I just want to say thank you so much to my family for your constant love and support throughout these 4 years at Rutgers. I would not be where I am today without your help. Thank you so much. To my friends, especially the ones that I met after COVID, you've managed to change my life in such a short amount of time, and I love you guys so much. And finally, I want to give a shout out to Rutgers Club Field Hockey, the best club at Rutgers University. You guys have become my family here, and don't think you're going to get rid of me that easily because I'm sticking around. This is MAT 372 signing off.
I would like to say thank you to my lovely mom and Baba and my adorable little sister who's really not so adorable anymore. But I would like to finish this off with a favorite quote from my favorite movie. And it's something that my parents honestly taught me. You must always have faith in people. You must always have faith in yourself. Congratulations, class of 2023. We did it!
I want to say thank you to my parents, my brothers, as well as my boyfriend, and all my family in Venezuela. Muchas gracias. Los quiero.
I would like to thank my parents, aunts, and grandparents for encouraging and supporting me. I'd also like to thank my friends for being there for me and for all the unforgettable memories. A special shout out to Simon Begdir. Congratulations, class of 2023. We did it. Go all you.
I want to say a big thank you to my mom, dad, and brother Herschel who have supported me on my academic journey my 4 years at Rutgers. You guys have always been in my corner whenever I've needed you, and I love you so much. To all of my friends that I've made on campus since my very first day at Rutgers, they say it takes 7 years of friendship before you're friends for life, but I think that 4 years, 3 summers, 2 semesters online, and 1 engineering degree is good enough. Congratulations, class of 2023.
I would just like to thank my family for supporting me through these 4 years of school. And the thing I'll miss most about Rutgers is living with my best friends. We did it, guys.
I want to give a shout out to my parents. Thank you. Los quiero mucho.
I want to give a shout out to my mom. Trust me, I really could not have graduated college without her. She's my biggest inspiration.
And we want to say thanks to our friends on Somerset Street, who we love very much.
Yeah, we wouldn't have nearly as many great college memories without you guys, so we made it.
I would like to thank my friends and family for helping and supporting me along the way as I pursued my college education. You guys are the inspiration and my motivation that got me here today.
And I would like to thank my mom, my dad, all my family, Nolan, Grady, and Avery, and all the girls in Phi Mu that have helped me along this journey.
Happy Mother's Day!
I want to give a shout out to my mom, my dad, and my brother, as well as my hometown friends and my college friends for your support these past 4 years. I couldn't have done it without you all.
This shout out is for my beautiful mom, my amazing sisters, my light on earth, and everyone who has supported me these past 4 years. Thank you for allowing me to grow and to just challenge myself in everything that I do. I love all of you so much. Mami, esto es para ti, te quiero.
I want to say thank you to my sisters, my brother, and my parents for always supporting me and pushing me to be the best version of myself. I also want to give praise to God for allowing me to wake up every morning and giving me the ability to pursue my dreams. Thank you.
What's up, everybody? I'm Brian Diaz. I'm from the Bronx. I moved over to Jacksonville, Florida, and now currently my family is living in Paterson, New Jersey. If I can do it, anybody can. And shout out to them boys of Linda Theta Phi, my brother Saladai.
It's truly an honor to receive such recognition on this special day. Firstly, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I wanted to thank my parents, my mom and dad, my family, professors, faculty, advisors, and friends for the support throughout my academic journey. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Love you all.
Hey guys, I just want to thank my mom and my dad for always supporting all the decisions that I've made. I want to thank my little brother, Jimmy, for always making me laugh when I'm on the phone with him. And I want to thank my grandmas, my aunts, and my uncles for helping me build a community of support out here in Jersey. I couldn't have done without you guys. Thank you.
I want to thank my parents and my grandparents, sisters, Andrew for coming out today and for getting me through these 4 years. It was a little bit unconventional, but we did it.
F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anytime, anywhere at all down here in the deep blue sea.
Congratulations, class of 2023. I want to thank my parents, my mom, my dad, my brother, my friends, as well as For Northeast, and the many communities that supported me, as well as my professors and faculty and staff. Thank you.
Hello, I just want to give a special thanks and shout out to my family, my dad, my mom, my sister, and my grandparents for their dedication, their love, and their support throughout my academic career. I also want to give a special thanks to God and all glory to Him for all this. Thank you.
Hi, I just want to thank my friends, family, and everyone else that has supported me during these last 4 years of me being at Rutgers. I want to give a special shout out to my mom who has supported me during this time. I wish you a happy Mother's Day and I love you lots.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Thank you for the love and support. I couldn't have done it without you. I love you.
Oh, Dr. Cognac, I just wanted to say thank you for all that you did, and we did it together. Thank you for your help, and I want to thank my husband, Pierre, my daughter, Grace, and my son, Joshua. Thank you for all your support and help.
Shout out to our families for supporting us and grounding us throughout these crazy 4 years.
And shout out to Rutgers for giving us the best of friends.
Happy Mother's Day!
All throughout my childhood, I've been told that college would be the best years of my life. I believed it, and now I've lived it. I would like to thank everyone that's been in my life so far for making me the person I am today. A special shout out to my parents for pushing me and, well, making me who I am. And to my brother, there's just too much to say. And to all other graduating people today, congratulations and best of luck.
Hi, shout out to my family.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony will now begin. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rutgers University 257th Anniversary Commencement. Turn your attention to the southeast entrance to the field as the Rutgers University gonfalon is carried by the chair of the University Senate, Dr. Adrian H. Simon. Entering from the southeast entrance is the School of Graduate Studies, led by Interim Dean Henrik Peterson. The School of Arts and Sciences is entering through the southeast and southwest entrances to the field, led by Co-Interim Executive Dean Susan Lawrence. Biological Sciences, led by Executive Dean Laura Lawson. Entering from the southwest entrance is the Rutgers Business School, Newark and New Brunswick, led by Dean Lei Lei. Now entering from the southeast entrance is the Ernest Mario School of Pharmacy, led by Dean Joseph A. Barone. Southeast entrance. Southeast entrance is the Robert Wood Johnson School, led by Dean Amy P. Murtha. Is the Rutgers School of Dental Medicine, led by Dean Cecile A. Feldman. Entering the stadium from the southeast entrance is the School of Nursing, led by Dean Linda Flynn. From the southeast entrance is the Edward J. Blaustein School of Planning and Public Policy, led by Dean Stuart Shapiro. Now entering from the southeast entrance is the School of Health Professions, led by Interim Dean Alma S. Marians. Southeast entrance is the School of Public Health, led by Associate Dean Laura E. Liang, representing Dean Perry N. Halkitis. led by Dean Aparna Inman. Now entering from the southeast entrance is the School of Communication and Information, led by Interim Dean Daphna Lemish. The Graduate School of Education, led by Dean Wanda J. Blanchett, is now entering from the southwest entrance. Southeast entrance is the School of Management and Labor Relations, led by Dean Adrienne E. Eaton. Entering from the southwest entrance is the School of Social Work, led by Dean Catherine C. Potter. performance is the Mason Gross School of the Arts, led by Dean Jason Geary. Ladies and gentlemen, now processing to the stage, President Jonathan Holloway, the members of the governing boards of Rutgers University, and the university administration. Graduates and guests, please welcome the chair of the university's Board of Governors, Mr. William E. Best.
Good morning. It is my privilege to welcome you to the 257th anniversary commencement. Congratulations to our class of 2023 graduates and to your families. Now I ask that you please stand as Dr. Brandon Williams conducts the members of the Rutgers University choirs as they sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red knell of bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The 21st President of Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey, Dr. Jonathan Holloway.
Thank you. Thank you. Please be seated. Please be seated. Graduates, families, guests, members of the boards of governors and trustees, administrators, faculty, staff, and alumni, it is my duty and honor to welcome you to the 2023 Rutgers University Mother's Day ceremony. The balloons, the banners, the music, all this fancy dress, the traffic jams, the parking confusion, the post-event meals where drama will likely be one of the main courses, all of this, moms, is for you. So let's get this event started properly and offer our heartiest appreciation to every mother, nana, madre, abuela, man, dadima, muchin, sumu, ima, sata, alum, and jada, who is here today to make sure their children finally graduate. Well done. Now, in addition to the ones who literally made us, who carried us into this world, and who still accepted us when our first words weren't some version of mama, mother, or my queen. Today, we also gather to honor the graduates of Rutgers, New Brunswick, and Rutgers Biomedical and Health Sciences. Hello, graduates, hello. But enough about them. Let's talk about me. So, when I was a graduate student, I was assigned Raymond Williams' book, Keywords, A Vocabulary of Culture and Society. This book was the culmination of a brilliant scholar's investigation of important terms, keywords, that helped the reader understand the shape and texture of society at a given moment in time. These were words, Williams argued, that were enduring and maybe even timeless, but that also evolved as society's needs and sensibilities changed. Williams began the project by examining 5 words: culture, class, art, industry, and democracy. 5 really big and messy words loaded with wildly different meanings depending on how they were deployed. He complemented those with analyses of over 100 other keywords. In the second edition of the book, the tattered copy I still have on my bookshelf, he added 21 more words, such as anarchism, ecology, jargon, and underprivileged. As I leaf through this book wondering if there was something useful in it for today's comments, I found a small Post-it note. The only one in the book, which may or may not relate to how much of the book I actually read. That's a different story. Anyway, I went to the Post-it note, and to my astonishment, I had bookmarked the word community. I'm going to take a leap of faith here and assume that you already know that I place a lot of importance on the word community. One might even say that the term is beloved by me. But what was the word to Williams? To Williams, it was a word that could be warmly persuasive and used to describe an existing set of relationships. Or it could be warmly persuasive and used to describe an alternate set of relationships. In other words, community was what one made of it. When I think about this moment in our national culture, when I think about the arduous journey you had to take as you navigated a global pandemic, as you felt torn between polarizing political positions, as you learned to avoid the geese on Bush, as you moved in very particular ways when a lanternfly went up your pants leg, I noticed, or as you debated if it was worth it to fight over the crispy pizza crust that the squirrel swiped when you weren't looking. When I think about all of the things that you had to manage during your time at Rutgers, I know that you are also doing the work of shaping a community and imbuing it with meaning. It is my hope that the community that you have made at Rutgers will resonate in positive ways and for decades to come. So indulge me for a moment and reflect upon your community. Reflect upon what it has meant to you. Think about who has made it real for you. Consider the hard work that went into crafting it, and commit today to tell the story of your community to others. When you do so, I implore you to be honest about what made it great, as well as where it fell short. In other words, tell the full story of your community. Sadly, this is a high standard to meet these days, because being honest about a community means talking about it with nuance. It means talking about it with an understanding of the cognitive dissonances that will be built into it. And it means talking about it with a few words that you will not find in the second edition of Raymond Williams's book, Keywords. Talking about the community that you have made here in ways that are robust, nuanced, and truthful will mean that you will need to use a few keywords that I believe are important on this day: love, gratitude, and responsibility. On love, thank you. On love, I'm not asking that you love Rutgers, but I am asking that you find those moments and those people you came to love while you were at Rutgers. Perhaps some of them made you fall in love with a new version of who you are. Perhaps some of them taught you grace and patience. Perhaps some of them taught you to see the world in entirely new ways. Regardless of how you encountered love at Rutgers, acknowledge it and dare to embrace it in its full complexity. In doing so, you will discover that love is much more than a romantic notion. It is hard work. It demands integrity and commitment. And to paraphrase the poet Robert Frost, it requires a quarrel with the world. On gratitude. The phrase "thank you" is one of the most powerful constructions in the English language, and it is a phrase that I hope you have been using a lot these last few weeks, and particularly this weekend. In fact, while we're on the topic, let's take a moment to thank everyone who supported you on the journey here. Let's thank your families for the sacrifices they made so that you could thrive. Let's thank those friends who supported you despite the occasionally curious choice you made at 2 a.m. They're all acting innocent. I don't know what curious choice I made at 2 a.m. Okay, guys. Let's thank the faculty who guided you, and let's thank the staff who advised you, fed you, and cleaned up after you. Let's hear it now, please. One big thank you. Having now done this, I must point out that saying thank you only scratches the surface of gratitude. To understand gratitude in its fullness means that you are willing to be still and contemplative. Gratitude is not about the fleeting pleasure associated with experiencing the latest fad, nor is it about the adrenaline boost you get when your spur-of-the-moment comment garners a lot of likes in our socially mediated world. No. Gratitude is about quietly assessing the things that most of us take for granted because we are too busy being distracted. Gratitude means being appreciative of all of your blessings and then being committed to doing something that demonstrates this appreciation. Gratitude, I believe, is the glue that holds communities together. Finally, on responsibility. I know that you had to grind and stretch and claw to get to this moment, but you have made it. This day is designed to acknowledge all of your hard work and accomplishments. It is a day when we stand in awe of you, basking in your reflected glory. In short, this day is a gift that is very well earned. Celebrate yourself. But that's today. What will you do tomorrow? The degrees that I will soon bestow upon you will give you rights as Rutgers alumni, but these degrees also come with responsibilities. So I ask you, what are you going to do to prove that you are ready to take on the responsibilities that are associated with receiving one of the best educations in the world? I ask this question seriously because in this moment of social and political fracture, we need people who are ready to talk without shame about our love for one another and about our love for institutions. In this moment of social disarray, we need people who are ready to think about gratitude and the need to express it precisely when it is most difficult to see or feel its sources. Finally, in this era when we are so quick to blame the other, we need people who are ready to embrace the responsibilities of privilege. And make no mistake, please, every single one of you is privileged. We need people to stand up and say, enough with the blame and the scapegoating. How about we work together to find some solutions? Make no doubt about it, there will certainly be disagreements along the way. But what is the alternative? Should we just stick to our small worlds where we are trained to believe that everyone thinks like us, agrees with us, and lives like us? That is not a democracy. That is a nightmare. And my friends, it is up to you to wake us all up and usher in a new era that is informed by a capacious love, that is familiar with gratitude, and that is guided by an ethos of responsibility. Is this a lot to ask? Of course it is. But I have faith in you and all of your potentials. In fact, I'm banking on you to succeed. After all, who am I to argue with your mothers? Congratulations, class of 2023. Now, it is my pleasure to recognize the members of the two governing boards of the university who are seated with us on the dais. They join us in congratulating our graduates and their families on the academic achievements we celebrate today. Members of the boards of governors and board of trustees, please stand. One of the most prestigious honors any university can bestow is an honorary degree, a degree which is conferred honoris causa, or for the sake of honor. Through this public action, Rutgers acknowledges individuals whose exceptional achievements support the ideals of the university and serve as an example for our students, alumni, and society. Assisting me today with the honorary degree, hood, and diploma presentation will be Dr. Prabhas V. Mogi, Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, and Dr. Adrian H. Simons, Chair of the Rutgers University Senate. Now, I'm delighted to introduce the distinguished individuals who will receive honorary degrees this year. A detailed accounting of their accomplishments can be found in the commencement program online. Our first candidate is Mark A. Engelson, who will receive an honorary degree of an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree. Mark A. Engelson, Mark Engelson, an illustrious graduate of Rutgers College and Rutgers Law School, and an esteemed member of the Rutgers Hall of Distinguished Alumni, you have demonstrated unwavering devotion to your alma mater through your exemplary service as Chair of the Board of Governors, as well as your noteworthy contributions as Vice Chair of the Board of Governors, Chair of the Committee on Intercollegiate Athletics, and Chair of the Committee on Finance and Facilities. Rutgers is deeply appreciative of your tireless efforts in support of the university, its mission, and its excellence. Your commitment to excellence in education is further epitomized by your stalwart defense of higher learning. You have supported international scholar rescue efforts through the Institute of International Education, first as treasurer, then as vice chairman, and now as chairman, protecting the world's best and brightest academics from civil unrest, preserving the national academies, and ensuring their knowledge can be shared with future generations. Moreover, you have offered your expertise and wisdom to administrators and students at Northwestern University as a lifetime trustee and as an adjunct professor of mergers and acquisitions. Exemplifying the highest standards of public service, you skillfully represented your constituents as deputy mayor of the city of Chicago by facilitating the creation of tens of thousands of jobs, encouraging rebirth of the world's business Chicago Economic Development Agency, and helping to launch the largest municipal wellness program in the United States. More recently, you have been called upon by United States President Joseph Biden to serve on his Intelligence Advisory Committee. Throughout your extraordinary career, you have provided leadership in such positions as Chief Executive Officer of R.R. Donnelley, Chair of MidOcean Partners, Vice Chair of Chancery Lane Capital, and Vice Chair of the Biden Foundation. You have also given generously of your time and talents to an array of noteworthy organizations, including the Council on Foreign Relations, the Royal Society for the Encouragement of Arts Manufacturers and Commerce, and the Economic Club of New York. Rutgers is indeed proud to be counted among those with whom you share your time, talent, and expertise. Mr. Engelson, please join me at the podium. Mark A. Engelson, now therefore by virtue of the authority vested in me by the boards of governors and trustees of Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey, I am pleased to confer upon you, honoris causa, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all rights, responsibilities, privileges, and immunities appertaining thereunto, and in token whereof I present you with this diploma and direct that you be vested in the hood emblematic of the degree. You messed up my chain, Mark. Our next presentation is an honorary Doctor of Science degree, which will be presented to Dr. Katalin Karikó. Katalin Karikó, esteemed researcher and adjunct professor of neurosurgery at the University of Pennsylvania's Perelman School of Medicine, co-inventor of 14 United States patents, co-founder of RNARX, and former senior vice president and now external consultant for BioNTech. Your decades of groundbreaking research made an indelible impact on the world by saving lives and allowing people the world over to return to normalcy from the COVID-19 pandemic. As a child growing up in a small town in Hungary, you never met a scientist, yet you dreamed of becoming one and went on to earn your PhD at the University of Szeged. Motivated not by wealth, but by the desire to make discoveries that save lives, you dedicated your career to the study of mRNA, which you boldly believed could be used to instruct cells to make their own medicines. Your ideas were considered unorthodox, and though you faced many challenges, your hard work and your determination to make a difference and help others has led to transformational changes to the very foundation of vaccines. Your persistent and prescient study with colleagues led to the discovery of a way to evade the body's immune response to mRNA so that it could effectively instruct the cells to produce specific antigens to trigger an immune response that protects against viruses. Ignored by the scientific community at first, this monumental breakthrough ultimately paved the way for the FDA-approved mRNA vaccines that played a crucial role in combating COVID-19. Your discovery not only stemmed the tide of a global pandemic, but also has the potential for far-reaching advancements in healthcare, as mRNA technology is now being explored to improve or develop vaccines against influenza, Zika virus, RSV, HIV, autoimmune diseases, and even cancer. Your extraordinary record of accomplishment as a disruptive force for positive change has been recognized with numerous highly prestigious honors and stands as an example for all who want to make the world a better place. Dr. Kariko, please join me at the podium. Katalin Kariko, now therefore by virtue of the authority vested in me by the boards of governors and trustees of Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey, I am pleased to confer upon you, honoris causa, the degree of Doctor of Science, with all rights, responsibilities, privileges, and immunities appertaining thereunto, and in token whereof I present you with this diploma and direct that you be vested in the hood, emblematic of the degree. And now I am pleased to introduce the presenter of the 2023 commencement address, the Honorable Cheryl Lee Ralph, Order of Jamaica. You know you've reached a certain point in your life where you don't have to say a word and you get practically a standing ovation. So, Cheryl Lee Ralph will be addressing the class of 2023 momentarily. But first, I would like to present her honorary Doctor of Fine Arts degree, if you will let me. Cheryl Lee Ralph, a celebrated actress, producer, author, singer, and philanthropist. You have given remarkable performances on the stage and screen that have entertained and captivated audiences for decades. Your innate ability to depict the human experience through your characters is exemplified by your humorous and truthful portrayal of Barbara Howard on Abbott Elementary, which Teacher Howard might say, "Gather yourself now." And this earned, of course, her the Emmy and Critics' Choice Awards. On Broadway, your stirring portrayal of Dina Jones in the legendary musical Dreamgirls was recognized with Tony and Drama Desk Award nominations. Behind the screen and stage, you have shared your exceptional talents as the writer and director of the award-winning short film Secrets, as the producer of Broadway's Thoughts of a Colored Man, and as the author of a national best-selling book. A fearless trailblazer, You were the first black performer to play the classic role of Madame Morrible in Wicked. And you made history as the first black person to sing Lift Every Voice and Sing on the field before the Super Bowl, an extraordinarily uplifting moment of inspiration and pride. An outstanding Rutgers alumna, you were a member of the first co-ed class of Rutgers College, and you not only graduated near the top of your class, but were also the youngest female to graduate at the time. A passionate health advocate, you work tirelessly to provide a voice for those who have been silenced by the stigma of HIV/AIDS. For 3 decades, you have served as the founding director of the DIVA Foundation, honoring the friends you lost to HIV/AIDS, cultivating awareness and raising millions of dollars in support of all members of the LGBTQ+ community. Your legacy of activism has been internationally recognized with the United Nations' first Red Ribbon Leadership Award, your appointment as an AIDS ambassador for Jamaica's Ministry of Health, the Human Rights Campaign's Ally to Equity Award, and USA Today's Woman of the Year distinction. Cheryl Lee Ralph, please join me at the podium. Cheryl Lee Ralph, now therefore by virtue of the authority vested in me by the boards of governors and trustees of Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey, I am pleased to confer upon you, honoris causa, the degree of Doctor of Fine Arts, with all rights, responsibilities, privileges, and immunities appertaining thereunto. And in token whereof, I present you with this diploma and direct that you be vested in the hood emblematic of the degree. And now, Dr. Cheryl Lee Ralph.
But I sing no victim song. I am a woman, I am an artist, and I know where my voice belongs. It is indeed a great honor for me to stand here in front of all of you, the graduating class of Rutgers University 2023. Oh yes, this is a special moment. So, graduating class of Rutgers 2023, let's take a selfie. Oh yeah. Oh yes, darlings, I am vested in the hood. I want to thank the university trustees, the faculty, the administration for this opportunity and for your service to the students. Now, we have thanked all of the mothers, but you know what? I'm an equal opportunity woman. I'm going to thank all of the fathers too. And speaking of great fathers, I would like to thank President Holloway for the special call inviting me to be here with all of you today. Now, this for me is a very special year, not just because of you, but because it is the year that we celebrate the 125th birthday of one of Rutgers' most outstanding graduates, the great Paul Robeson. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Because in 1915, Paul Robeson won an academic scholarship to attend Rutgers. He was Phi Beta Kappa scholar, Rutgers Cap and Skull Honor Society member, two-time All-American in football, spoke 20 languages fluently, and was his class valedictorian. And if that wasn't enough, he was the inspirational reason that I wanted to attend Rutgers. So just imagine how I felt when in the fall of 1972, I became one of 400 teenage women chosen to form the first freshman class of women to break the gender barrier and usher co-education. Oh yes, 4 of us ushered co-education into what had been an historically white male college, Rutgers, on the banks of the old Raritan. And then, 3 years later, I graduated at the age of 19. Trust me, know the assignment, you could have done it too. I graduated becoming the youngest female Rutgers College graduate and the first one of the original 400, not a transfer, to graduate from Rutgers College. Oh yes, I don't get it twisted, I know. And much to my mother's disappointment, there are no pictures of that day of me being the first, because I got cast in a Skippy peanut butter commercial. Oh yes, I was. It was peanut butter money time. And it was a tough decision, but you know the decision that I chose, and I went on and made that $30,000. Yes, I did. And that money set me up so that all I ever had to do once I graduated from Rutgers was concentrate on my career and hone my craft. I made the right decision. Yes, I did. See, I got to do the commercial, and to that day, I think about today where I actually get to stand here in my cap, my gown, and my doctoral hood. Yes. And I know that my mother up in heaven is loving it, just like my husband, Senator Hughes, my children, Etienne and Coco, who are here with me today, are proud of me. Yes. I am thankful for Rutgers. I'm thankful for the education that I got here. I'm grateful for the support that I got here at Rutgers. I entered here as a pre-med student, and I quickly realized I was not going to be cutting up the Easter Bunny. No. I was not going to be Dr. Ralph, nor was I going to be an attorney at law to fulfill my immigrant mother's dreams of success for me. I can hear her. Be a doctor, be a lawyer, and if you can't do that, then marijuana. Well, I found my stage, my passion on the stage of the Little Theater on the Douglas campus. Yes. Under the tutelage of Dr. John Bettenbender, who recognized my talent and started me on a journey that has led me to this moment standing before all of you. An Emmy Award winner for Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy for my character, Miss Barbara Howard on Abbott Elementary, and only the second black woman to have done it in 35 years. I have to thank Dr. Bettenbender. I have to thank Rutgers. I am even happier to be here with all of you because I know when I look out at all of you, there's greatness out here. Yes, there is, and you better believe it, own it, and work towards being just that. I mean, I could have just imagined what it was like when you all first came here to the campus as freshmen. I mean, everything just looked so rosy and bright, and then our country and the world took a tragic and difficult turn. Kobe died, George Floyd was killed, and then the world stopped. And everything changed when COVID-19 reared its ugly red spiked head and shut down the world for 3 days, giving new meaning to the words Zoom, remote, and essential. It was a rough 3 years for everyone, but you stayed the course. You never gave up. You found your way. You kept on studying. You kept doing the work, and you are here on graduation day. Oh, yes. Oh, I know that all of you are very special, resilient, to say the least, because I know it was difficult. But I hope you don't ever forget what you have been through, because you didn't just survive it, you thrived in it. You made it against all the odds. You. Now, some of you are graduating summa cum laude. Magna cum laude. And a whole lot of you are graduating, thank you, Lordy. And that is all right, because you made it, and that's what matters. So what's next? Well, you are leaving here with a foundation that has set you up to succeed. So now, go figure out what your passions are. And if you already know what they are, go chase your dreams. Do not chase money. Money will come. Figure out what makes you happy. If you enjoy what you do, it will never feel like a job. Look, I get paid to play Barbara Howard every day, and I do it for free. Thank God I don't have to. But seriously, the best advice that I can give you is to figure out what you are passionate about, and then figure out how you can turn that into a career. As a student at Rutgers, I uncovered my passion and talent for acting through the guidance and support of many supportive mentors, but especially Dr. Bettenbender. Mason Gross was his dream. Yes, he offered me direction, and he empowered me to trust my own instincts. And that trust in my instincts led me to graduate early and to choose a career on Broadway. That trust led me to become a Tony-nominated actress. That trust led me to climb against all the odds to the top of my craft. That confidence in myself, that instinct to listen to my passions, was nurtured by the time here at Rutgers. And it is something that I want each and every one of you to carry with you as you embark on your own journeys beyond Rutgers. I'm telling you, if you can take one good friend like I did with Dr. Sandra Swan, if you can take one outstanding teacher professor like I did with Dr. John Bettenbender, what a gift! I encourage you to take what you have learned, develop your voice, to celebrate our differences by respecting others just as they are, knowing that God or Goddess does not make mistakes. Embrace tolerance and the magical wonder of acceptance. Accept others. Accept yourself. Treat people the way you would like to be treated. Express yourself. Sing your song. Dance your dance. Paint your picture. Support the arts. Listen to the orchestra and Beyonce too. Write your poem, your play, your book, or your speech. Let your inner artist out, you future doctor, lawyer, teacher, forensic scientist, farmer, global warrior, college president, politician, social media influence, whatever you think your path is right now. Be open to change in your life journey, because the only thing constant in life is change. Bring your best to the world. We need it. Your best ideas, your best work, your best self. The world isn't coming to an end. The world's coming to a start, a new chapter. And trust me, it starts with you. We need people who have been through something and still have so much to give and share. That's you. Take care of yourself. Take care of your physical, spiritual, and mental self. Do not be afraid to give yourself a checkup from the neck up. You matter. Take time every day to look in the mirror and love what you see. Respect it. Empower it. Encourage it. Be kind to it. Because the better you can be to yourself, the better you can be to everyone else, and you really matter. Now, above all, whatever you do, I want you to find your joy. Not your mother's joy, not your father's joy, not anybody else's joy, but your joy. Hold on to it. Wrap yourselves in it. Live in it, because that is the key to a happy life. And so, my fellow alumni, I am Cheryl Lee Ralph, a grateful graduate of Rutgers University, and I love you all just the way you are, which is perfect, because God does not make mistakes. Celebrate you! Celebrate Rutgers! Thank you!
You thought she was energetic. Just you wait. Long pause to lower expectations. In the early, this feels silly at this point, but I must continue. In the early days of Rutgers, a daily part of campus life was the ringing of the Old Queen's Bell in the tower of the Old Queen's Building on our New Brunswick campus. The bell was donated by Colonel Henry Rutgers in 1825. The bell has also sounded for commencement and to mark other special moments in the life of the university, including Rutgers' 250th anniversary and the highest athletic achievements. To honor this tradition, the Rutgers University Glee Club will now sing The Bells Must Ring, the fight song of Rutgers featuring the traditional cheer.
Fight, 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 fight,
And now is the time to celebrate the culmination of all of your hard work over the past few years, the awarding of your degrees. I thought you might be more excited about that. We can skip that part. We can skip it. To begin that process, I would like to recognize one student from the class of 2023 to represent all of those earning a degree. Please welcome Ms. Allison M. Smith, the outgoing president of the Rutgers Student Assembly. Allison is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice with minors in Political Science and Public Policy and Psychology from the School of Arts and Sciences. I would like to present her with her Rutgers degree and invite her to address her colleagues. Ms. Smith, please join me at the podium.
Thank you, President Holloway. My name is Allie, and it is an honor to be able to speak to you all today. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us. I am so grateful to be in this place at this time on this very special day. Let me begin by saying congratulations, Rutgers class of 2023. And happy Mother's Day to all the moms with us today, especially my mom, a fellow Scarlet Knight and one of my biggest supporters. Happy Mother's Day, Mom! Whether you are graduating with a bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree today, we can all describe this day as the end of an era. But what next? What happens after this? Many of us have spent the last 18 years or more in school. Along the way, we knew that if each school year went well, we would go on to the next with some of the same people we knew from the previous year. Occasionally, we would face a minor change when we transitioned to middle school or high school, or eventually to Rutgers. But for those of us who were undergraduates, something vital seemed to stay the same. Something about our lives felt expected, planned, and safe. We did not need to face the big, bad world just yet. But now, many of us must do just that. So what happens after today? Where do we go from here? As a woman with 2 day planners, a wall calendar, and a desk calendar, not knowing what comes next has not always been up my alley, pun intended. But since coming to Rutgers, I've grown up quite a bit. With the support of professors like Dr. Elizabeth Maddow and the guidance of advisors such as Karima Woodyard, I grew as a student, as a thinker, as a friend, and as a person. I've grown so much that the unknown does not scare me nearly as much as it used to. I'm actually learning to embrace it. The unknown is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to continue to grow, to experience, and to learn, even if we are no longer in the classroom. It is the unknown where we learn our greatest lessons and make our best memories. While many of us may be nervous to enter this new chapter, we should also be incredibly excited. It's okay not to know what comes next. We are ready for this. We're ready because we learned responsibility by juggling a heavy course load, all of our extracurriculars, and just squeezing in enough time for a social life. We're ready because we finally became our authentic selves around our wonderful college friends. We're ready because we learned resilience by completing our degrees through an unprecedented pandemic and a historic strike. We're ready We're ready because we value inclusivity by embracing our differences and celebrating what makes us who we are. We're ready because we engaged with high-spirited events from convocation to homecoming to Rutgers Day to right now at commencement. But most importantly, we are ready because we are Scarlet Knights. Whatever we do next, however far we travel, we will always be united by our home here on the banks. And if you look at what Rutgers alumni are doing now, I have a feeling we will all be just fine. Before I wrap this up, I want to tell you all about a piece of advice I received from my granddad, the smartest man I have ever known, and yet another Scarlet Knight in my family. He would constantly remind us all, get that degree, because no one can take that away from you. Although he's not here to see it, I did it, Granddad. We did it. Rutgers class of 2023, we earned those degrees. Congratulations. Now, allow me to move over to the choir stage for the opportunity for the opportunity to sing with my choir, the Voorhees Choir, one last time. We would love if you all would sing along with us.
And now, please rise and join the members of the Rutgers University Choirs under the direction of Dr. Patrick Gardner in singing the Alma Mater. The lyrics are on the video board.
From far and near we came to Rutgers and resolved to learn all that we can. And so we settled down in that noisy college town on the banks of the old Raritan. On the banks of the old Raritan, my friends, where old Rutgers evermore shall stand. For us she has stood since the time of the flood on the banks of the old Raritan. Then sing aloud to Alma Mater and keep the scarlet in the van. For with the motto high, Rutgers' name shall never die on the banks of the old Raritan. On the banks of the old Raritan, my friends, where old Rutgers evermore shall stand. For as she has stood since the time of the flood on the banks of the old Raritan. On the banks of the old Raritan, my friends, where old Rutgers evermore shall stand. For as she has stood since the time of the flood on the banks of the old Raritan.
Graduates and guests, introducing Dr. Francine Conway, Chancellor Provost of Rutgers University, New Brunswick, for the presentation of the degree candidates and their deans.
Good morning, graduates and guests, and welcome. Congratulations to the class of 2023.
To begin the conferring of degrees, I'd like to first acknowledge all the members of our outstanding faculty. Rutgers faculty members continue to produce path-breaking scholarship and to make transformative scientific and technical discoveries that are changing our world. Evidence of this impact can be found in the commencement program online, which lists some of the most prestigious national and international awards and prizes that they have received this year. And these are just a sampling. Note also the many highly competitive awards of our students. They have garnered achievements that speak not only to the accomplishments and quality of our students, but also the dedicated mentoring they have received from our world-class faculty. Would the faculty members from all of our academic units please rise and remain standing for the conferring of degrees. Candidates for advanced and baccalaureate degrees from our campuses will be now presented. And I am pleased to introduce Dr. Brian L. Strom, Chancellor of Rutgers Biomedical and Health Sciences and Executive Vice President of Health Affairs, who will present the deans and candidates from his academic units.
Following the introduction of each dean, their candidates will be asked to rise. Faculty and students, please remain standing until all degrees for all schools are conferred. Dean Joseph A. Barone, Ernest Mario School of Pharmacy. Ernest Mario School of Pharmacy candidates for the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy, please rise. Dean Robert L. Johnson, New Jersey Medical School. New Jersey Medical School candidates for the degree of Doctor of Medicine, please rise. Dean Cecile A. Feldman, Rutgers School of Dental Medicine. Rutgers School of Dental Medicine candidates for the various postgraduate advanced dental education certificate programs and the degrees of Doctor of Dental Medicine, Master of Dental Science, Master of Science, and Master of Science in Dentistry, please rise. Dean Linda R. Flynn, School of Nursing, I apologize. School of Nursing candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Master of Science in Nursing, Postmaster's Certificate, Doctor of Nursing Practice, and Doctor of Philosophy, please rise. Dean Amy P. Murtha, Robert Wood Johnson Medical School. Robert Wood Johnson Medical School candidates for the degree of Doctor of Medicine, please rise. Interim Dean Alma S. Marians, School of Health Professions. School of Health Professions candidates for the certificates and degrees of Associate of Science, Bachelor of Science, Master of Science, Doctor of Clinical Laboratory Science, Doctor of Clinical Nutrition, Doctor of Physical Therapy, and Doctor of Philosophy, please rise. Associate Dean Laura E. Leong, representing Dean Perry N. Halkidis, School of Public Health. School of Public Health candidates for the degrees of Post-Baccalaureate Certificate, Master of Public Health, Master of Science, Doctor of Philosophy, and Doctor of Public Health, please rise. President Holloway, upon the recommendation of the appropriate faculties, it is my honor to present these 2,551 candidates for the certificates and degrees indicated at Rutgers Biomedical and Health Sciences.
Candidates for advanced and baccalaureate degrees for the academic units of Rutgers University, New Brunswick will now be presented. Following the introduction of each dean, their candidates will be asked to rise. Faculty and students, please remain standing until all the degrees for all schools are conferred. Interim Dean Henrik Peterson, School of Graduate Studies. School of Graduate Studies candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts for Teachers, Master of Biomedical Sciences, Master of Business and Science, Master of Engineering, Master of Landscape Architecture, Master of Philosophy, Master of Science, Master of Science Biomedical Sciences, Master of Science for Teachers, and Doctor of Philosophy. Please rise. Dean Alberto Quitino, School of Engineering. School of Engineering candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science, please rise. Executive Dean Laura J. Lawson, School of Environmental and Biological Sciences. School of Environmental and Biological Sciences candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science, please rise. Dean Wanda J. Blanchett, Graduate School of Education. Graduate School of Education candidates for the degrees of Master of Education, Specialist in Education, and Doctor of Education, please rise. Dean Lei Lei, Rutgers Business School, Newark and New Brunswick. Rutgers Business School, Newark and New Brunswick, candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Master of Accountancy, Master of Business Administration, Master of Financial Analysts, Master of Information Technology and Analytics, Master of Quantitative Finance, Master of Science, and Doctor of Business Administration, please rise. Dean Catherine C. Potter, School of Social Work. School of Social Work candidates for the degree of Master of Social Work and Doctor of Social Work, please rise. Dean Arpana G. Inman, Graduate School of Applied and Professional Psychology. Graduate School of Applied and Professional Psychology candidates for the degrees of Master of Applied Psychology, Master of Applied Behavior Analyst, Master of Psychology, and Doctor of Psychology, please rise. Dean Jason Gary, Mason Gross School of the Arts. Mason Gross School of the Arts candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Music, Artist Diploma, and Doctor of Musical Arts, please rise. Interim Dean Daphne Lemish, School of Communications and Information. School of Communication and Information candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Master of Communications and Media, Master of Health Communication and Information, and Master of Information. Please rise. Dean Stuart Shapiro, Edward J. Blaustein, School of Planning and Public Policy. Edward J. Blaustein, School of Planning and Public Policy candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Master of City and Regional Planning, Master of City and Regional Studies, Master of Health Administration, Master of Public Affairs and Politics, Master of Public Informatics, and Master of Public Policy. Please rise. Dean Adrian E. Eaton, School of Management and Labor Relations. School of Management and Labor Relations candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Master of Human Resource Management, and Master of Labor and Employment Relations. Please rise. Interim Co-Executive Dean Susan E. Lawrence, School of Arts and Sciences. School of Arts and Sciences candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Science, please rise. President Holloway, upon the recommendation of the appropriate faculties, it is my honor to present these members of Rutgers University, New Brunswick, graduate and undergraduate class of 2023, who represent the 11,235 candidates for the certificates and degrees indicated, for a total of 13,786 graduates.
Upon recommendation of the faculties of the named schools for the aforementioned degrees, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the boards of governors and trustees of Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey, I confer upon each of you and the candidates you represent the degrees indicated with all the rights, responsibilities, privileges, and immunities appertaining thereunto, here and elsewhere. Undergraduates, it is time to move your tassel. Congratulations, you have all graduated and are now officially Rutgers alumni.
Until the platform party has exited the field. Thank you for joining us for the 257th anniversary commencement. All other graduates, please exit the field via the nearest staircase.
Thank you.